Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Barry and this is Centralize. And today we are doing a first impressions and a full review of Frenetic Men, which is by Emir, which is part of the Paris Corner range. So I've been lucky enough to have been sent a fragrance by Aroma Concepts and it is called Frenetic Men. This is by a company called Emir, which is part of the Paris Corner range. Now, I was really excited to see this. I've heard it's a Dior Sauvage Elixir clone, so we'll open it up and we'll have a smell of it. I love Sauvage Elixir. I've really liked that fragrance. So I've got high hopes for this one. So this is what the box looks like. It's got Frenetic Men, and then you've got Emir in the top, and then you've got details about Paris Corner on the back, and you've got a little badge there as well. There's a little bit going on underneath, not really telling you that much. We'll open it up and we'll have a look at the bottle, shall we? Now, quite like the look of that. That looks pretty smart. That's really nice, I like that. It goes from like a dark colour and it starts lightening up as it goes further down, which is a bit like Dior Sauvage EDT. That does that when it's dark at the top and it lightens up at the bottom. Now, Sauvage Elixir isn't like that. It's slightly different. I mean, you compare them, they do look quite different, and that doesn't lighten up as it goes down. Now, I like this. It's got like a chrome top, it's got chrome going round, and it's got a magnetic cap. That's quite a good cap. Really happy with that. It's got the same badge that's on the front, and then there's a little bit on the bottom about Paris Corner, but other than that, that's it. I think in the top it's got Paris Corner, you can see that, and I really like the way it's been done. That's really nice. So let's give it a spray and see what you think. I've covered my fingers with that. That's a really wide spray. Oof. That is blasting me straight away. I'm not sure about that. So I'm definitely getting the alcohol in the beginning. I'm getting definitely like masses of ambroxan. The lavender is proper up the forefront. There's some spices in there. There's like a creaminess to it as well. Not quite sure where that's coming from. Let me spray the original, because to my nose off the top there, they have some similarities, but not as many as I was expecting. No, see this one, the licorice sort of feel is hitting you straight away. But yeah, they are quite different. I do still like it. That initial blast I was very unsure about, but the more I'm smelling it, the more I'm liking it. But there's quite a big difference, I think, between the two. Now, I wonder, I don't think it's even close to Dior Sauvage. Yeah, I like it, but for me, it isn't quite as close as I was wanting it to be. But what I'll do, and what I normally do, I will put a bit of B-roll footage up, list the notes that they have for it, and then I'll go away for a week, try it for a week, and then I'll report back to you and I'll explain everything from availability, projection, all the performance, who to wear it and all that stuff. So give me a week and I'll come back and report back. So see you soon. So I've been wearing Frenetic Men by Emir, which is part of the Paris Corner range, for a week now, and I've thoroughly enjoyed wearing it. We'll have a look at some of the details of it now. So availability, as I've said before, is from Aroma Concepts. I'll leave the link to the website. If you use Scent10, you can get 10% off. I think it's on at £35 now, so it's a good saving. Originality, well, it's supposed to be a copy of Dior Sauvage Elixir. I would say it's about 75% close, but I'll go into that a bit more detail about it later on. Is it linear? Well, it does change over time. It starts very embroxing heavy, and then you get more of the licorice feel which you associate with Elixir coming in later on. Projection, 1 to 2 hours. I'd say probably closer to 1, maybe 1.5. So it was okay. It did what it needed to do. Longevity, I'd say this is about 5 to 6 hours. Not as long as some Middle Eastern fragrances, but it's still a fairly decent amount of time for it to be lasting on you. Who to wear it? Definitely say it's a masculine fragrance. I don't think I would see any women wearing the Dior Sauvage range anyway, but yeah, definitely a masculine type fragrance. And when to wear it, I would say it's signature worthy really. Just like Sauvage Elixir, it's a sort of fragrance that you can wear all year round. It works in the summer and it also works in the winter. It's that type of fragrance. So is it a compliment getter? I would say yes, most definitely. It's got that vibe that Sauvage Elixir has got. I've had multiple compliments of Sauvage Elixir. The one thing with this, I wasn't really wearing it around many people. It was a week where I've been stuck at work, so other than school runs and stuff, I haven't really been wearing it around people. But yeah, it's definitely a compliment getting type fragrance. So my overall thoughts, I would say the opening is not as close to Elixir as what I would have hoped. It starts off very ambroxing heavy. You get a bit of a smooth creaminess in there, but it lacks that licorice feel which you get from Elixir. But it's about 20-30 minutes in before that starts coming in, and that's when you notice that they become very similar. I would say this becomes better over time because of that licorice coming in. Don't try and judge it on those first few sprays. I loved the original and I was a bit disappointed when I first sprayed this, but 20-30 minutes in and it started living up to the expectations. I was really enjoying it. So it's not as good as the original because of the opening, but I still think it's got its place and it's a really enjoyable fragrance. Is it a hit or miss? Well, like I said, it's not as close as the original, but it still smells great. And once you get past that first 20-30 minutes, then it's even better. Is it worth the money? I'd say when you look at the price of Elixir for a smaller bottle, it's quite expensive, so I would definitely say this is worth the money. So, have you tried this fragrance? Let me know in the comments below. Can you recommend any other Middle Eastern fragrances? Always up to trying new Middle Eastern fragrances. So just leave me a comment below and I'll have a look and price them up, see what you're looking at. But other than that, that's it for this video. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll speak to you all soon. Stay fragrant, not vagrant.